It's still a lot need to be done. That's why we are telling the leaders that are meeting here that are going to renew the leadership that tend sometimes to neglect the gender issues, even if they put it nicely on paper, as I name, but to implement it at national level. We need more hospitals for women giving birth. We need to see that there is safe drinking water. We need to see that the government are back to agriculture, but helping women farmers to feed their children. We need to see more schools. We like the beautiful roads that are going on, the infrastructures and so on. But we need to give land to women, not just to give it to the foreigners, but give it to the women to be productive, to feed the family, to respond to the crisis. We call them the tree of crises that are going to impacting already related to climate change, because the whole world is going to suffer, but Africa is going to suffer more than any other continent. The tree of crisis is the fuel, like energy. The second one is the financial crisis. We have seen that in the world, everybody, Europe and America, is suffering on these issues of finance, and also the food crisis. But Africa has potential, my dear. And because of our natural resources that we have, for example, in the energy. In the energy, we can. What can we do? We have sun, enough. So why don't we have innovative approach than just going to the extractive oil, but rather using the soil, which is very clean, the sun, which is very clean, and make sure that women benefit from this. So I think that they are potential. They're not just problem, but they are potential.
Okay, so what efforts have been made so far to promote women's leadership in Africa?
You know, I think the parity principle is one of it, because now we are domesticating it. I see Senegal is applying, just adopt a law on parity to make sure that what is adopted at the continental level goes down. We have also seen that we have still a woman president, the Liberia. Why is it just one woman? I think that we don't want to see just tokenism, but it's also the women who are the voters. We are sensitizing, we members of GMAC. As you know, GMAC is more than 55 big networks that have chapters in any country, composed of Fairways on education, Femme Afrique Solidarité, WILDAF on human rights. So the big Femnet and many organizations, 55 are around the table. So we need to sensitize our sisters on the ground that what they need to do is not just voting for men, but also voting for women, especially women that have the agenda. Today, in this room, you have heard the women candidate of the AU who came to say, we're going, for example, on political. We have the political agenda, but we are going also to have the gender agenda. We are going to make sure that when elected, we make sure that we are with you, that we don't forget the issues that we are putting on the table. Because for us, if we talk about development and gender is not in the, at the center of, at the heart of the development, we will miss the work. And that is why we think that it's important that we alert our leaders, we alert our continent, we alert our communities that we need to empower women. Those are the potential resources. It's not tokenism that we are asking, but to contribute meaningfully to the development of the continent. When head of state are meeting, women are meeting. Because unless our issues are taken by them, fully taken by them, it means that enough women as head of state, the gender agenda become priority in their agenda. Unless we get that, we meet that objective, we still meet, because we know that we are better organized to advocate for our issues. Until it is in the mainstream, we continue to mobilize. So our agenda is about how do we continue to interact with the AU? We are still in the periphery of power.